However, rumor has it that's not the only thing happening here. The action isn't just on the winners finals, it's in stage because someone's got a birthday today.
Oh, God.
Eric Rona.
How old are you now?
Snip3down. How old are you now?
Oh, really?
39, 45 in gamer years?
34.
34, my friend. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You gotta blow them out.
Thank you.
What's the wish?
Can't tell people.
Are we gonna get a clip here? Are you gonna face in the cake?
No.
No. We'll leave those stunts to Zephyr, huh? Just enjoy a little taste there. All right, man. Well, happy birthday.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Glad to have you back here. Thanks, Shaheen, for joining us as well. It's time to get this thing going. It's our winners finals coming up, and we got some casters.
Place. They've come as close as you possibly can to having to play another series today. But they were, honestly, they were looking pretty relaxed when I saw them before this series. So I'm glad to see that that mentality has paid off here into the top 10. Other notable qualifications there. Shopify make it through. Green Stego, after a very good campaign, are also going to make it through. One of the best positions alongside Twisted Minds, but Empire are still alive. I mentioned them earlier. One of the best Broken Moon teams, but Twisted Minds, they're being shot by Shopify Rebellion.
Trying to make a rotate to get closer to this zone, but look at the position that SR have, and look at the shots that are coming out of the scout of Koiful. This man doesn't miss very often, and making those rotates endgame when you've got him shooting down on you are so tough to do.
Yeah, Twisted Minds just back to the crate at the moment. They are hoping that eyes will be trained elsewhere, and maybe they can escape into the zone, and hopefully another team can help them do so. But it is actually going to be attention turned to the west again. VK Gaming, 100 Thieves, and Empire all are in the same building.
Well, Shopify Rebellion, you can see that Zainu, I think, was trying to get a Void Nexus down on the altar. It's actually a portal, excuse me, on the Wraith towards where that zone is going to be pulling. It looks safe for now because it's only Green Stego and Twisted Minds that are in and around that zone. Everyone else has to leave this building, but it's about the timing. When do you take that portal?
Worth noting, VKG only have 2 players. They don't have their Catalyst up, so they might struggle here. They could go for the Valkyrie ultimate, go up into the skies, and maybe hope to get into that top 3 just purely through avoiding fights. But I think Empire is going to be the key one to watch here on the Southwest, because they had the Newcastle wall down, they had the position, they know where everyone else is, and you should be able to just walk in behind this.
We were wondering when they were going to take the portal, and it was a Void Nexus that went down from Phony. No Wraith in the composition here, 400 Thieves. They play it early, and they have the Newcastle wall up. Let's jump into a listen in here with 100 Thieves as Phony gets that first knock.
Break it! Play that on the wall, careful!
I kill her back.
Wait, did you kill this guy? Yes. I'm batting. We have to wipe that. We have to wipe it. Push it. Back on. Place on this. One shot, really kill it. Yes, nice. Reset it. Oh, me. Yep. He goes back. He's out. Go back, Tels. Oh, go back. I need to reset. Make it. I need to make it. Just stay on me. High clicking. Stay on me.
Get my wall back.
Back the wall. Break the wall on me.
That's all you guys. Break it together.
Well, 100 Thieves all sorts of hyped up, and you can understand exactly why they wipe a team. Twisted Minds now trying to move into a position as they will get a knock onto VKG.
But Green Stego still commanding so much space, utilizing Legends perfectly, and you can see they have the high ground, they have the position, but they are just doing damage, backing off, and forcing other teams to fight right now.
Twisted Minds set to zone though. Green Stego at some point will have to move, but it's going to be Twisted Minds who move into the bodies of Shopify Rebellion and take all 3 down. SR will fall, VK Gaming will be next. We're into our top 3.
It's going to be Green Stego, Twisted Minds, and 100 Thieves, but Twisted Minds are being pressured by GS here, and you can see they are just waiting, hoping that 100 Thieves get involved. But you heard the comms from Jen Burton. He said, just wait, play on me. We have a good position. Let's try and do the opposite. Let's try and make them fight each other.
100 Thieves have set the zone, best position in the zone. Green Stego and Twisted Minds are right next to each other, but on different planes of elevation. 100 Thieves just have to bide their time here. You saw Green Stego using the Motherload from the Fuse to try and force 100 Thieves back from the position they had on the Newcastle wall. And it worked for now, but now that that's disappeared, that wall is still provided 100T with cover.
Worth noting, Twisted Minds do have Ash, so they can portal across, and they can wrap, and they're going to wrap.
They're going to make the play now. Twisted Minds looking to take down 100 Thieves. They will take down 100 Thieves. But with Crook on his back, surely that just means that Green Stego 3v2 into their first win of the day. It's been a masterful performance from them. Albralelie trying to do what he can. Asia will not fall, and GreenStego will take home game number 1 of your winners finals.
GreenStego, who held so much space, who commanded that game for almost the entirety of the final 2 circles, taking out so many teams because of that.
It was Dexter, I think he had 4 kills, over half the team's kills, so that you can see, like you're saying, what an influence he had and just commanding space, making sure that if there was an opportunity as a fight was going down, he was able to pick off 1 or 2 of those kills to turn them into points for GreenStego. This is your match 1 results. GreenStego on top, 21 points coming in from them. Twisted Minds in behind with 19, 10 KP for them, 100 T. Round out your top 3, 12 points for the squad.
It was actually, no one is there to finish 100 Thieves right now. Alliance are not pushing, they're not being aggressive, and now Furia are going for a full res.
Fury going to try and stick this one, should be able to just about, but no, there's a Sheila that's trying to line up onto that mobile beacon to stop them being comfortable doing so. You can also hear a Kraber in the hands of someone. As 100 Thieves continue, even as a duo, to output damage most! Disgusting from him!
Jen just really wants to get the finish for a shield swap, gets it, and it's a red to work with, and I think that's going to be perfect for them. But now Madness out of the sky, deleted, and 100 Thieves still charge on.
As a 2, as a duo, showing the firepower that they have. Alliance now trying to port towards zone a little bit quicker. Twisted Minds taking a fight. They take down Fnatic in that fight, but as only one left alive, they will be eliminated as well as Shopify Rebellion from distance. Have a look and have a little creep up and try and take a spot in the zone.
Yeah, do not forget about Shopify Rebellion. They've been quietly going about their business in the northeast here, but now they're starting to join the party. Babo, Shopify Rebellion, Alliance, NRG, and the duo of 100 Thieves are our last remaining teams here.
You have to wonder if 100 Thieves is going to find a quiet spot to maybe call in a res. If they have that banner, and of course, if they have a Moby to play with, getting Phony back at this point would be great news for them. Shopify Rebellion only on blues because they have played the more passive game deep at the backside of this zone. When I said, can they find a comfortable spot, 100 Thieves? No, they can't. It's going to be them eliminated. And it's Hackis with a Kraber. Almost manages to connect with Zainu as well.
But now Shopify Rebellion know that's there. They're probably not going to be peeking that angle, and they will just retreat and focus on the north. But that will give Alliance a little bit of coverage here on the south to look towards NRG.
2 minutes left in the Kraber. Drops a couple of bats as he jumps into the drone as well. Hackis, the IGL, decides to take to the skies, using Crypto's abilities to see what the lay of the land is looking like. Babo with a lot of space at the backside of this zone. You can see them right down at the bottom of the screen right now, but again, you can see how early they've been there, right? They've only got the blue armors.
And I think if you get an armor check here, I mean, there is a real chance that either NRG or Alliance could win this one, just purely based on how much of an armor advantage they're going to have.
Well, what a battle this could be. Shopify Rebellion versus Alliance. NRG have managed to sneak into a good position as well in this end zone. And are the EMPs going to be the signal for someone to push in this scenario? The answer is yes, but Shopify Rebellion become ghosts.
Like ships in the night, they pass. Shopify Rebellion move back to their northeast angle where they've been holding for quite some time.
One thing really impressive by Shopify Rebellion there is they've now burned the EMP from Alliance. So now they can survive a little bit longer, and it makes the walls hit for Rampart a little bit more effective. They will last a little bit longer, not subject to that EMP damage.
Worth noting, Shopify Rebellion, the only ones who have a Wraith in this final circle as well. How vital could that prove to be, just being able to jump into the void in that late game when this starts to get a little bit hectic?
Effect is looking for something here. He's looking to push. He's looking to try and get some damage down to create an opening for Alliance, because they're going to have to make a play very soon. And speaking of the Wraith, speaking of the portal, it's Zainu who takes Shopify Rebellion up onto height here.
Wow, I love this position. Not only could it encourage Alliance out of the building, but it gives them a second option, maybe a second angle, and it just makes everyone else question what's going to happen here. As soon as one fight starts to go down, I feel like everyone else is going to be looking to try and get involved. This is a tough one to navigate.
Babo still with the most space in the zone. You can see they can let all these fights take place. They just have to make sure that they don't get pushed. Hackis now with the ball put down by his teammates, tries to jump in. Hackis! No scope with the Kraber, but it's not enough. NRG will hold, Alliance will be out, and we're into our top 3.
Yeah, now Shopify Rebellion are just watching on. They wipe NRG. It's Shopify versus Babo. It's a 3 versus 3.
And Babo get up to purples though. That makes this very, very interesting. And Babo, who've been here for such a long time, take down Koifel, take down MT, and maybe they're going to take game number 2 as well. Zainu's the last hope. Zainu in a 1v1 can't make it happen. Babo will be your champions. And it's the unknowns again who step up here in New Orleans.
From Challenger Circuit in APAC North all the way to the winners finals here on the... You can definitely choose the right area to hold, but then you also have to have the patience alongside it as well as the damage.
Some good KP as well for them, even though 5 doesn't sound like a huge amount. Put that in context of the 17 points they now have on the board. Put that in context of what we believe to be around 32 points being enough to get you into match point finals. It's a big contribution in game number 2 here.
For the rest of ExoClan that do the damage, ALGS will use that Nexus, just get away here, and probably transition to the eastern side. There is a path there. Twisted Minds now taking on NRG.
NRG looking to push towards zone. Timmy did get taken down, but they had the Void Nexus down to retreat to. They should be able to get this knock. Yanya with a really important knock himself as well onto one of the members of Twerkaholics who were holding them out. ExoClan, a lot of the heavy lifting in this game is done by Chaotic. Now trying to creep their way towards zone, but look at the playable area. It's barely anything. And they are on the wrong side of this mountain range as well. It's a very tough play for them to have to make. They might just about be in, but it'll be by the skin of their teeth.
It's NRG versus Twerkaholics, and it looks like NRG may have done enough. As I say that, Timmy has to back off. Maybe he fell into his own portal there. Twerkaholics down to just 2. They're being sandwiched at the moment. They're being shot by Twisted Minds as well.
Timmy's just trying to hold at the moment because even though he's getting these knocks, it's taking a few seconds to get Yanya back on his feet. And now that they have done, the last player is behind that knockdown. Twerkaholics will be eliminated. His enemy from Twisted Minds, by the way, who gets that final kill.
Now it is ALGS who are stuck, by the way. You said you're on the wrong side of the mountain. They very much are. I don't think they can go round on the eastern side. They have to fight ExoClan here. As Fnatic eliminated by Twisted Minds off screen, that is a massive win for Twisted Minds.
SAUL, the only team in zoners now, but we need to turn our attention to ExoClan and ALGS because NRG are trying to pinch them at the moment. They've recognized where these teams are, and they see this as free KP. Even with that portal going down, ExoClan cannot survive. And ALGS, they've only got one choice here. They have to try and go through them, but I just don't think they physically can.
No, there's going to be too much damage here with their backs to the ring as well. It's just going to be a matter of time. Just take the death. It's going to be inevitable, but maybe they want to slow NRG down, or maybe they just hope NRG have to back off, and maybe they can make some sort of play. But NRG need to be careful. Zone is going to be approaching very quickly.
I think NRG feel comfortable making this play just on the fact... Oh, Yanya, just be careful here. Feel comfortable making this play knowing there's only 4 squads alive in the lobby. They know that 2's in front of them. There's not going to be someone holding them out, but Yanya's got to be careful here. Guild will find one, and surely this is the end of ALGS. We're into our top 3, everybody, and it's Twisted Minds who are wrapping in behind NRG.
Albralelie with the R99 shreds through, and now Twisted Minds look to try and close in on the victory. Maybe to take down NRG first, but SAUL are also alive, and they portal to the north.
And now Albralelie says, everybody over here, he's trying to solo out this player, Jesco, but can't do it. Jesco gets the knock. 2 alive here for Twisted Minds. It's still top 3, by the way. NRG still have a solo alive.
Yeah, this is messy. This is not easy as you would expect. SAUL, maybe the healthiest, as I say that, lose 1, and now they've lost another, and Twisted Minds are holding on here. Twisted Minds win the fight. NRG are still alive, and NRG are rezzing!
Timmy's sticking in, he's bending the knees, he's flexing the quads, and Yanya will join him alongside Gil, but here come Twisted Minds. It's just a 2 that they have to deal with here. Timmy has to hold, has to let his teammates get back in the game. Oh, Timmy takes a little bit of damage, but he's delaying this. Enemy gets lost in the source! Gil gets the knock from the respawn, Cross goes down as well! And NRG from solo to trio will take it game number 3.
Seen it a few times already this tournament where people will get a late res, but then the players will die, and the last remaining player just arrives to their death from that dropship, and it is a sad old ending, but that was hype. 26 points for...
And if they can do it, they've actually got the zone to their back as well. This would be an incredible reset here for Twerkaholics if they can pull it off.
Saw Timmy get the Kraber shot in the feet earlier. You see right underneath him, trying to get some shots, but he's got the Tempest activated, which is incredibly important. He's got unlimited Kraber ammo for this.
Infinite 210s to the head if you've got the aim of Timmy. And he has been at his best in this tournament. Rarely missing a shot. There's just another one to add to the highlight reel on Kuroton.
And Peekaboo, I see you. Wraith could get away, but you can't behind the truck. Here comes Timmy trying to go in for another hipfire shot. Not being distressed, but seeing 100 Thieves, wanting to reposition. He knew that when he swung, he was very exposed and outnumbered on top of it. 100 Thieves now moving up. Boney getting that knock onto Timmy. Eliminated NRG in 9th place in this lobby. After that nice little snippet from 100 Thieves, that's how you get to kick up that momentum.
Yeah, they've still got to move into the zone though.
Okay.
Vicky. Nice little grenade coming out of Yuka. Hit 2 more of those and he'll be on perp like the rest of his teammates. Twerkaholics, I think, are going for the second respawn of the game right now.
Twerkaholics on Pip getting res as well. Fnatic dancing around the missile storm, doing enough onto floating. Meteor get eliminated. 7 squads left. Look to your backs though. A team shooting at them from a distance. It's Furia, Madness beating on the fuse, the knuckle clusters as our teams are collapsing. 5 squads left.
And every time you lose one of those early game fights, like S8 did against Furia, you watch the team that beat you, you watch them go into the end game, and you're like, damn, every one of these points should have been mine.
This is the 3rd res that we are currently seeing from Twerkaholics. They are dancing through this competition and getting away with this for free right now as they hold the high ground, looking at the teams right below them.
I don't know where all these Mobies are coming from. Apparently they just spawn on trees if you're the Twerkaholics.
They got the Mirage.
Grow on trees.
They got the Mirage out here. If you could get the banner, you could try to get that Moby. You don't have anything in your inventory right there. VKG get eliminated. Twerkaholics looking at 100 Thieves right below them now. 100 Thieves get eliminated. Twerkaholics were farming here in this lobby despite losing some of their members. Furia though, they clap back. See the Rampage, you see the Tempest that has been activated from Keon being on that Ballistic.
Okay, Exo's a solo right now, so this is really just between Twerkaholics and Furia. Can K-Swinny rat out some placement points, or can he be perhaps a factor in disrupting this 3v3?
Twerkaholics do have that high ground.
Ooh. Oh, Whistler. They want to wait this out now. Can Furia find an opening off that? Hitting a Whistler is one of the best ways to start off a fight.
There's a Whistler again. Being just enough damage. Nice communication from Furia though. They land a Whistler. They try to harass floating in the process, but it's the Wraith. And then you have Keys coming in with a knock.
But Furia still are pushing. I don't know if maybe they're too worried about this 3rd party. They're not sure about where that is. And as a result, Madness actually gets knocked. Doesn't matter how many Whistlers you hit. There we go. Now they know it's for certain down to 2 squads. Maybe they come up through the Alter Q here. Nah, way too risky. The Mirage ult causing chaos.
And this is what Mirage excels in, causing the chaos, causing confusion, and Twerkaholics with the pop-off win game number 4. But they got that dub with 14 KP, and that's with them chasing teams to start fights. That's with them taking their time to rotate into that next zone. Can you get the Moby on board with the other teams looking at you? Round 5 is starting to close in now as Alliance looking to close in the gap.
Ash Portal's coming through. Exo make the move on top of the building. This could be good for them, especially with the pylon.
And Twerkaholics have called in the Moby, by the way. Twerkaholics may actually get the members back here in this lobby. Verholst letting the Sheila ring, finishing off Chaotic. Exo with just K-Swinny literally one-shot. Arctic still having the blue Evos. 100 Thieves holding onto this high ground. Gotta get rid of these Watson fences though. Exo Clan get eliminated in 9th place.
Void Passage below them just to check out if anyone's there. 100 Thieves say all good, all clear. Not so for ALGS there. You can see one of them knocked. Meanwhile, Twerkaholics on the res. Surely that's got everyone looking at them.
With Lunix giving the suppress fire that they need to reset after just getting res. Floating now strides in with just an R9 in his hand since he had the Havoc earlier. This is crazy work here from Twerkaholics, but Floating's literally one shot. He's hoping that the teams in front of him fight each other instead, but they call him out. 6 squads left.
Okay, they got the res off, so QAD now actually gonna take The Void Nexus back. It's the reset with 4 squads left alive. Twisted Minds, I think, are just down to 1. Realized Nova on 2. Meanwhile, 100 Thieves, well, it's going to feel like there's about 1,000 of them, I tell you, when they're on this side of the zone, because they've got it all to their lonesome. Phony rocking the PK, Senti, they're setting up the portal there, the Wraith portal, and I think that's honestly just to reposition and have extra angles on the rest of the lobby. Twisted Minds are solo. ALGS have cleared out their side as well now. So this is exactly the situation we had last game. 2 squads and a solo just trying to stay alive, cause chaos, whatever it might be, and he's chosen chaos.
Oh wait, Albralelie cannot get away. Twisted Minds get eliminated. Strafing Flame makes sure he cannot take that Void Rift.
Okay, trying to pop the ult Excel. When he gets that off, he will have Rolling Thunder available. The Bang ult, he can use this to force 100 Thieves out of position to remove them from behind the rampart wall.
And it's not like they have a Watson to work with to suck up that Bangalore ult here, as Phony then moves in, gets the knock first onto Strafing Flame. Phony now backing away, while Burrows is in such a good position to have Phony in his line of sight to help him, give him the suppressed fire that he may need.
The Bangalore's down. I don't think they even got time to pop the Bangalore ultimate. And now Ben, Burles, and Jen trying to finish them off.
Funnel into the line of sight of the Sheila. Say hello to my little friend. There's not much you can do when 100 Thieves come in for the dub, taking game number 5. No surprise out here. 100 Thieves with a 13 KP. Get to see ALGS with the 10 KP themselves. Second place finish for this squad. Still in the top 10 here as well. We saw them rotate here very early, and that circle pull was something they were not expecting. Look at where that zone is pulling, and they know that they have to make that decision in the next 30 seconds, and they still have full blue Evo shields.
EXO probably the team with the highest chance of changing their fortunes from where they stand right now, which is not going through to making it through to tomorrow immediately.
A thirsty Fury is. Everybody gathering over to the watering hole, but maybe not get too desperate. Not getting taken out. Keon's gonna be able to pop this bat. Madness taking a different angle through the window. EXO get a moment to breathe because while Fury was so focused on this team, they have to look out behind them. Green Stego were also trying to take shots at them.
Somehow, someway, EXO Clan keep making their way into LAN finals. They're looking to take an Ash TP onto high ground, and they get crunched in a millisecond. That's it for them. And that most likely sets our lobby.
With Alliance still alive and still sitting in a 10th place spot. Green Stego get eliminated. 6 squads left now. 10K, by the way. The team that is sitting in dead last, still alive, also getting some KP. It's going to be a wild card, though, if they manage to turn this around. So much points that would need to soak up.
Yeah, I mean, any points they get now still go towards the POI draft for the next series, so it's not like there's nothing to play for. They can definitely push their way past S8 here, as well as the other teams. Another 10 points would be very handy for their chances in the following series. But now, let's just enjoy the rest of this game as Alliance look to go up against Twisted Minds, who join NRG on 70, by the way. NRG and Twisted Minds head-to-head right now. Let's see who's going to be the #1 team going into tomorrow.
Crazy fragger potential that we already noted from both of these teams. Alliance still staying alive. We saw Hockey's being able to reset, pop that bat. Now popping an ultimate accelerate, by the way. He had used his portal earlier. You could hear the pings while he's scouting ahead, because you know who's waiting for them over to that northern choke is NRG, and Twisted Minds are playing right underneath them.
Yeah, you can hear the pings of the knuckle clusters just coming out non-stop as well, since 3 of the teams still left alive are running that legend. They're going to try and hold on to those mother loads as long as they can. There's some sharp corners that teams have to walk around here, and that's when the Fuse ultimate comes in very handy.
Zone starting to close in our final round now. Alliance waiting till the very last second. They are banking on that rotate off the portal from Hockey. So look at the patience, as you can see displayed here. And this is the move that they're going to be making. With NRG looking at them, they have no other choice to wrap around this northern choke. And meeting them on the other side is Twisted Minds. 10K are going to also have them in their line of sight. 4 squads left in this final game.
NRG's game to lose. Teams are trying to knock them off with Skynades, but these bridge positions in these zones on E-District tend to be the winning spots. How long can they stay up there, though? Looks like they'll actually be forced off soon. And there come the Motherloads.
Here comes Hockeys with a rotation. 10K, though, getting pelted by their Motherload from enemy. May actually help Alliance take that spot instead. NRG now move up, noting exactly where 10K is positioned. Alliance are uncontested, by the way, on the other side. And 10K in a lot of trouble. NRG get eliminated. Twisted Minds still alive. And Alliance move up for the third party. An opportunity that they needed after wrapping around that northern choke. It's up to Unlucky. Hockey's here. Unlucky goes invisible with the res.
Okay. With 3 squads left, this should go the way of Alliance, but all of a sudden, a rogue element.
I don't think this is possible. Even if 10K clutches, there's just no way. Alliance get the finishing hit. And Alliance, from being at the bubble to guaranteeing their way in the top 10, finish off in 6th place. Very high chance. They've come close so many times. You also saw the defeated faces of Fnatic, who fall short of the top 10, finishing off in 11th with 28 points. AlGS sitting in 10th with 33 points. Very close gap right there, but not enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we see they got 0 points in this game, right?
Yeah.
They've checked the iPad in front of them that has the information, has all the scores on it, and they have finally unclenched, because that was a long wait for them on 33 points. Because as we